I want to give all thanks and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah. Today, basically, I'm just going in, like how we got to love our brothers in order to love Yahweh. And how, it's a lot of deceivers out here, so we can't trust our own understanding. And we got to trust in Yahweh Shah. In his name, we got to trust and acknowledge him always, We just can't be out here doing whatever we want. We got to always trust and acknowledge Yahweh. Because if we don't, then we just out here by ourselves doing what we want, leaning off our own understanding. And we can't do that, man. We can't lean off our own understanding. We can't do what we want. The mind is very deceiving. The mind only wants what's carnal. The mind wants what's in the flesh, Can't be out here just doing what you want. Like, that's why you think sinful thoughts. Sometimes people just can't control what they think, They can't control what they think. Some might pop up in their head, Like, for example, if you see somebody with something you want and you've been wanting it for a long time, and you see your brother with it, and he's out there with it flexing, he's out there with it flaunting it real hard, And you're like, dang, man, I could really get that. And one day, he just leave it on the desk, or he just leave it out somewhere in front of you and just walk off. Your mind might just think in that moment, like, this might be my moment to take this, because I really want it, This might be my moment to take this, because I really want it. But that's not right, because that's your brother. You're not supposed to take from your brother, no matter how jealous you are. You're not supposed to envy your brother like that. But I'm going to hop in these scriptures. I'm going to start off with Proverbs chapter 3, verse 5 and 6. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not into thine own understanding. In all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. Yeah, man, so that's basically what I was saying. We got to trust in Yahweh. We got to trust in his word. We got to trust what he wants. What's Yahweh's will, we got to trust that with all our heart, full-heartedly. We got to trust that full-heartedly, because that's where it comes from, We gotta believe in our hearts. And once you believe in your heart, you're going to become a believer of Yahweh. And that's what you want to do. You want to believe in Yahweh. And when you believe in Yahweh from your heart and lean not into your own understanding, which means you can't do from your own understanding, like, oh yeah, from my understanding, this is such and such. No, you can't do that, man. You can't just, if you think you know something, you might not know the whole thing to it. You feel me? You're not going to know everything. Nobody know everything. And, you might think you know something, but then there's always somebody there to prove you wrong. There's always somebody to prove you wrong, or to let you know that you didn't know everything that you thought you knew. But that being said, you're not even supposed to lean on your own understanding. What you think you know, you're not supposed to lean on that. You got to lean on Yahweh's understanding. And we got to pray for that understanding so he can give it to us, Because we just going to be out here. And the time is at hand in Jacob's trouble where we really going to need his understanding. We really going to need his guidance. Once you trust Yahweh from the heart, and once you trust the Lord from your heart, and lean not into your own understanding, he will direct your ways, He going to show you the way to go. He ain't going to lead you astray. Because he know that you trusted in him with all your heart. It say, in all thy ways acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. If you acknowledge him in his presence. Because Yahweh's always looking. Yahweh's always watching us, man. 24/7, no matter what we doing. He always watching us. So we have to acknowledge that he's watching us. And, you wouldn't act up in front of your father, or you wouldn't act a fool in school in front of your mother. You're going to try to be on your best behavior, So that's what we got to do. When Yahweh's watching us, we got to be on our best behavior. And we got to make Yahweh proud in his presence. And he always watching us. So that means we always have to make Yahweh proud. We always have to please him in what we're doing. And we always have to acknowledge him. And when we do that, he will lead us in ways. He will lead us down the path that we don't know where to go, If you walking down the street and you lost, and it's a two-way street, and you don't know where to go. Feel me? You can't lean off your own understanding. Like, all right, I'm gonna just go right here because that's what I think. That's what I think the way to go. You can't lean off your own understanding. You gotta believe. You gotta see. All right, this is a two-way street. I don't know where to go. All right, I know Yahweh watching me right now. I'm gonna acknowledge that He watching me, and I'm gonna believe and I'm gonna trust in Yahweh. And Lord willing, something might happen where you go down the right road because you leaned and trusted on His understanding and you acknowledged Him. Lord willing. So, yeah, that's the meaning of that scripture in 5 and 6, chapter 3 in Proverbs. You got to trust in Yahweh with all our heart and not lean into our own understanding, because our own understanding can get us really messed up in this world. Can lead us down ways that we never even imagined going down. I've been a victim to it. I done things where I thought I knew about it and really didn't know. Right there would have been a great time. Right there would have been a great time for me trusting Yahweh and acknowledge Him, and He would have took me out of that situation. But now I'm gonna go to John chapter 5, verse 20 and 21. If a man say, I love Yahweh, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love Yahweh whom he hath not seen? Right there, that's verse 20. Verse 20 is telling you right there, if you out here hating your brother, if you just out here just hating, like, dang, you hating so bad, like, I hate this about you. I just hate the way you just, your whole vibe. I just hate this. I just hate that. And how you gonna hate your brother whom you see verbally, who you can interact with, who you can call up anytime and just kick it with, make things right, even if y'all is on the bad side, or y'all not talking or something going on. You gotta make that right. You gotta talk it out. You gotta make it right. You feel me? You just can't hate your brother, because when you hate your brother, then in a way, Yahweh, He dislikes that. That displeases Yahweh if you hate your brother. And He's saying it. He's saying it right here. If a man say, I love Yahweh, and hateth his brother, he is a liar. It's a lot of people out here. Oh yeah, I believe in God. Oh yeah, I believe in the Lord. But constantly just hating people for no reason. Or they might have a reason, But still, there's no excuse to where you have an amount of hatred for your brother and you still say you love Yahweh, who is so-called God. But how you gonna love Yahweh, who you cannot see? How you gonna love Him who you can't see, but not love your brother who is here on earth with you, who you can see? It don't add up. That's like, that's like saying that, oh yeah, I can make this food, but I don't know how to make it. How you gonna make it if you don't know how, It's like saying that, oh yeah, I don't got the ingredients and I don't know how to make it, but somehow I'm gonna try to make it. I'm gonna try to prepare it. The food gonna be all types of fucked up, you feel me? So you just can't be out here like that, man. You gotta love your brother. No matter what's the issue, what's the problem between y'all, you gotta love your brother. Because if you don't love your brother, if you out here hating your brother, then you don't love Yahweh. And that's John 5 describing right here, verse 20. You gotta love your brother. Because if you say you love Yahweh and you hating your brother, you a liar. And Yahweh don't like liars. Yahweh, He's displeased by liars. The devil is a liar. He's the greatest liar of all. He's our worst enemy right now, the devil. And you partaking in what he do. If you out here lying, Yahweh hates liars, And that's that. But verse 21 in John chapter 5, and this commandment have we from Him. This is a commandment He's telling us. This is a commandment He's giving us. We gotta love Yahweh and we gotta love our brother. No matter how much, no matter what we're going through, we gotta love him. And this commandment we have from him, that he who loveth Yahweh love his brother also. So that's a commandment. If you love Yahweh, you got to love your brother as well, man. That's a commandment. And we got to keep those commandments. We got to keep all the commandments to the best of our ability. And that I just broke down, chapter 5, verse 20 and 21 right there. And I want to move over to, that's 1 John, Salaki. That's 1 John chapter 5, 20 and 21, verse 20 and 21. Now, I'm moving over to 2 John, verse 3. For I rejoiced greatly when the brethren came and testified of the truth that is in thee, even as thou walkest in the truth. The world who confess not that Yahushua is come in the flesh, this is a deceiver and an antichrist. So hold on, let me read that again one time. Oh, Salakia. Oh, all right, no, I'm in 2 John, verse 7. Verse 7 I'm reading. 2 John, verse 7. For many deceivers are entered into the world. For many deceivers are entered into the world, who confess that Yahushua is come in the flesh. That is a deceiver and an antichrist. This is a deceiver and an antichrist. So like I was saying, we gotta watch our back, because it's a lot of deceivers, especially now. So it's a lot of deceivers want you to believe what they telling you, and they may know the devil is a deceiver himself. They may try to persuade you in the most nice way, try to come at you, like a sheep in wolf's clothing. No, they are wolves in sheep's clothing. They try to come at you like a sheep, when really inside they a wolf, and they're deceiving you. They try to get the vulnerable ones, the ones who seem like, oh yeah, he look easy, he a target. But what you gotta do is you gotta trust in Yahweh. Going back to what I was saying, you gotta trust in Yahweh with all thine heart, and you gotta acknowledge Yahweh. Once you acknowledge Yahweh, that he's, like I said, Yahweh's always watching us, and you gotta acknowledge that. You gotta acknowledge Yahweh's presence always. And you always gotta lean unto Yahweh's understanding, Yahweh's word, so we can't be messed up in this world. But like I was saying, verse 7, 2 John, for many deceivers are entered into the world. There are a lot of deceivers and liars in this world, who confess not that Yahushua is come in the flesh. So they saying that Yahushua did not come in the flesh. It says, who confess not that Yahushua is come in the flesh. This is a deceiver and antichrist. Notice he said this is a deceiver and antichrist. So it's a lot of people out here thinking that, there's one antichrist. This is one big antichrist that's going to set everything off in Jacob's trouble, in the seventh tribulation. That theory, the seventh tribulation. They think it's one antichrist, but it's many antichrists out here. An antichrist is a person, well, I don't really like saying the word antichrist, because Christ is a reference to Jesus, and Christ is all that Christian conception. But I'm gonna just say false prophet for now. This is a deceiver and false prophet. A deceiver and a false prophet is the people who out here trying to tell you that Yahushua never came in the flesh, that Yahushua never came, trying to tell you that all this stuff about just bogus stuff, man. They just trying to tell you anything that you can hear, like anything that they believe, they trying to tell you so you can fall off the truth, so you can fall off the edge of the sword, so you can be out here fucked up, man. You don't want to be out here like this, bro. It's too many of our people, too many Israelites out here thinking they African American. Too many Israelites out here homeless, out here not trying to get their life right with Yahweh. I mean, it's going bad out here. Like I'm saying, 2 John, verse 7, is the deceivers out here who's in this world with us. And we have to acknowledge Yahweh so we know who those deceivers are. And Yahweh will give us the knowledge. We have to pray for the knowledge and understanding from Yahweh, and Yahweh will give it to us. We have to lean and trust on that understanding full-heartedly. And once he gives it to you, that understanding, then you will know, and you will know when he gives it to you. Trust me. It's all through the Holy Spirit. With that, I want to say shalom, and once again, give all praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah.